Scepter position 5.
Yeah.
Spirit 4. They need an offlaner.
Just take the TA here, honestly, and then just ban Viper.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Yeah, I
probably
think
what-
that is fine too. TA is just good, so good against Scepter, against SF as well. Yeah, why not?
Just take the sniper again.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, they are
Yeah.
playing now. I don't think they can pick sniper anymore. Actually, especially playing against Tusk and Nerf Spirit, it's so hard to play against those heroes, especially in the early game. When they don't
Well,
have like the
like,
shard or
Dire team ban.
shaker.
Oh.
Rubik
Alright.
mid or shaker mid?
Nah, it's if you see a shaker on Infamous, it's a sliding zero. 100%.
Yeah.
So is this a Venom core? Is it a Venom offlaner?
I hope not.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm confused right now.
I hope that's a Veno jungle. It'll have the same impact anyway. Oh.
Maybe it's a Rubik offlane.
Dude, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a Venom offlaner. Venom position
And it,
3, Shaker 4, Tiny 2, Rubik 5.
Mm-hmm.
Rubik's not a
And they're-
good 5 here, though. I don't like that hero on 5.
Yeah.
Turn to ban.
Slug.
Depends
Maybe they
what.
want Faceless Void? Or...
Would you ban Slark if you want Faceless Void?
10
Slug's like good against him early, bad against him later, I guess.
I really think that Vivo Kid needs an offlaner here.
They want a Tide Hunter probably. Tide Hunter is good. They need a hero that can build pipe. Tide Hunter is a
Pipe,
hero. Yeah, they need pipe against Venom
Yeah, they
Monster,
need a
against
pipe.
Shaker, against Tiny. So they need like a hero to go in the front. So they need Tide Hunter. I think the Tide Hunter is the hero here. So if they really want Tide Hunter, they must ban now Ursa or Monkey King.
Person.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
If they ban one of those,
Yeah,
they
if
want
it's
the Templar. They ban Templar.
Oh,
yeah, it's
there
just,
goes the TA. Okay.
Oh, thank God they banned the Templar. It would be an amazing Templar game, I think.
Yeah.
The problem about picking Tide
do you
Hunter
reckon-
here is about Monkey King and Ursa. I don't know.
10 seconds
Thomas can pick it.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
You can Tide or like Centaur?
Yeah, you can play Centaur. It's good against Venom.
Centaur is not bad. He builds pipe, but yeah. It's not
You
bad.
just run away so the poisons won't
Yeah.
tick, but yeah, I think those two are the best options for Vivo. And then for Infamous...
I was thinking about the Visage as well.
Visage? Oh yeah.
He's banned. Never mind.
Yeah, that's 100%. If they pick Tide Hunter, Infamous will pick
10 seconds
Monkey
remaining.
King or even Ursa.
That's,
Both heroes are just so good.
So what are the options here, Sherlock? Because it seems like they can't pick Tide Hunter. And they have no
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and they need a hero that can...
Turn to pick.
Alright, that hero is
Oh.
okay, but...
okay, that works.
Yeah, it's not a
you-
pipe builder, but it heals at
You
least.
can though.
Yeah, you can.
We saw Whisper
actually.
build the pipe, didn't he?
Pipe and grips.
I think so, yeah, I think so.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I
He did
usually
a
think of
pipe
Dawn
and
Breaker more
grips.
as a semi-carry, right? As the
Yeah, I
Dazzle
agree, I
carry
agree.
and stuff,
5
but
seconds
yeah,
remaining.
you can do that.
The problem is the Infamous still can pick Ursa and Monkey King. Both heroes are still amazing against
Yeah, same
Dawnbreaker.
thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
You may now select your hero.
I feel like with this.
To be honest, it was a tough spot, right, Magic? Like, Vivo Kid had to go for something, and Ursa and Monkey King available, it was very hard.
Well, I feel that's the problem is I feel like if this Dawn doesn't go the standard damage build and she does go Greaves and Pipe, they kind of lack damage if the Shadowfiend dies. If the Shadowfiend dies, they cannot fight anymore.
Yeah.
Game is over.
Yeah.
They don't have damage.
Yeah, the Ursa brings the physical damage that Infamous was lacking. You can't go all in on magic resistance now, because Ursa is gonna tear you apart.
Yo, by the way, yo, production, is this a Venom position 3?
You want spoilers, Sherlock? Come on. Yeah, it's not Venom offlaner.
So yeah, so now they have damage tower. They were missing damage tower on Infamous, but with Venom playing core, so they can hit towers. That's fine.
I don't know, man. I like Vivo. I'm going for them for this game too. I like
One
Vivo
with
Kid.
Infamous. As Magic said, like I feel if SF dies, they won't have damage. Special if it could just build a BKB
Just
or
don't
something
die.
like that.
Lol.
Yeah, you have a good question.
Just don't die.
LOL.
Yeah, you don't need to ask me for my opinion.
I'm going Infamous.
Just the team without the Venus. So let's go, guys.
All right. Let's go, everyone. Let's go to our game number 2. Take it away, Rada and Crucial.
Hey, thank you for that, Lil. A little bit of silliness as well as in the draft and on the panel. Crucial, what are you thinking of this Veno offlane, buddy?
I'm actually a believer, man. I play this hero myself. I think it's not easy to see his impact, but I think it's there, you know, because the damage is so slow that he provides. You know, an underrated aspect of the hero is how much vision he provides on the map. You know, if you're just constantly spamming those wards all over the place, you know, it can really be a substitute for obs wards in some ways. You know, that prepared position can be really strong, make it really hard for the enemy to fight into. And I think the Shadow Fiend is a little bit vulnerable to him in the laning phase as well. If you land that Gale on him, I mean, what are they going to do about it? You know, you can kind of just walk forward. And like, unless the Shadow Fiend is in a position to stand and fight, you can just kind of walk him down. So,
They have found Kataro,
boy.
the Eye Shards, the Earth Shock, gets him over the shards.
Just hopped over, yeah. But yeah, I think there's a lot riding on the ones in this game. You know, a lot of the damage on these teams is coming from the Ursa and the Shadow Fiend. So, you know, they're gonna be primary targets for the enemy team. You know, the rest of the team is mostly utility and control is for both teams here. So, they're gonna, like I said, gonna be relying heavily on these ones to put out their damage. So, laning phase is gonna be pretty critical for them.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just looking at the laning matchups, I honestly think that I prefer the Ursa into Dawnbreaker as opposed to the Shadow Fiend into this Venomancer.
Yeah,
Because I
and
mean,
it's gonna
as
be
you said,
interesting
like
to
with
see-
that Gale,
Yeah. Like, I'm curious to see how the Veno builds. Because does he just go straight up QW build? Because that is a ton of damage. And, like, I'm not sure how effective the wards are going to be because of the Shadow Fiend has decent range and decent damage and all that. So you might just be able to shoot down the wards real quick. So, yeah, definitely going to be very interesting to see how this goes with Oscar on this Veno in the offlane.
and they're going to start, of course, with the lane in amazing position for this Venomancer, using the Fisher to block the creeps. So we'll have to keep an eye up here to see what's going to happen. But looking down at this bottom lane, now let's discuss the other carry matchup. This Ursa Rubik lane into the Dawnbreaker Disruptor.
Yeah, an interesting thing that I wanted to mention real quick is that they did swap up on the side of Key the supports. So they threw the Disruptor bottom and the Earth Spirit up top. And, you know, we saw the Earth Spirit leaving the lane quite a bit in the last game. So we'll see if Kindred plays it the same way. But I'm not sure you can... I don't think you can leave the Shadow Fiend alone. So we'll see how that goes.
Dude,
but as
that's
far as
what
the
I was
bottom
just
lane...
thinking.
Yeah. This should be a Radiant advantage, I think, in this bottom lane. The Rubik can trade okay with the Disruptor, who traditionally, you know, outtrades most cores, or most supports. But, you know, the Rubik with the Fade Bolt should be able to hang and bang with him. And, of course, the Ursa is a good matchup into pretty much any melee core.
Oh, the slows, the Fisher up top onto Costa Bile. But he is hugging his tower. The creeps are just now under the tower to be able to make that play, so they're not going to complete it. Instead, just chipping away at this regeneration that is present up here in the top lane, already having to give tangos over as King RD.
Mm-hmm. Is it King RD? Do we know that? I like King Guard.
Yes.
But okay.
Yeah, it's King RD.
I'll trust it. All right. Gotcha. Okay. I'm just nicknaming. New guy shows up and just renames all the players.
It wouldn't be any other way. I'm just proud of you for knowing the names of the teams for once, Crucial.
I know, this is legit the first time ever. We've been casting together for so long, and I can never
Glimpse
remember
play.
the
This
name.
could be first blood. Celestial Hammer forward, but the lift to break the combo there. As MJZ walking through the raindrops, barely able to avoid death.
We'll survive there. It's been a while since I've seen a Rubik 5. I'm not a huge fan usually, but top lane.
Oscar gets
King
in the
RD.
place of King RD's rolling boulder slot and starting to make the rotation over. He does have a Fissure as well as an Enchant Totem, but no Aftershock. Meanwhile, down at the bottom lane, first blood's gonna happen when we're looking elsewhere. As KJ is able to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, we'll check back in onto top. King RD still trying to escape, still trying to run his way.
He's
Now there's gonna be
fine.
the boulder. I think he's fine indeed. Did we ever use the Fissure?
Oh,
It's
it's
off
not-
cooldown.
No, so
He
he
slowed
was,
up,
he was
slotted,
holding it.
Jason. And now
Okay,
there's
maybe
a
he's
bit
not
of
okay.
a
I think he's
pause.
toast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're gonna get him here, but yeah, he was holding the Fissure because it was the only way for him to stop the TP. He could have just TP'd out otherwise. So able to slowly work his way through the trees there and possibly escape, but there's still a decent amount of time left on that Venos or the Gale, so might be going down as King RD.
And taking a look in the bottom lane, it looks like there might be a go attempt happening onto the Disruptor as well. MJZ just respawned, TP'd himself out to lane. He's in position to get the lift off. Excuse me, onto KJ. And, I mean, the Earth Shock has already been used, so they should be able to quickly rip through this Disruptor as well. Checking in on our mid lane, which I don't think that we've really discussed so far. It's 21-2 to 18-0, so a bit of a farm fest happening in this mid lane.
Yeah, that's no surprise. You know, the Tuss does have a little bit of an advantage if he wanted to go. I mean, it's pretty unusual. If he wanted to all in on the cat, if he wanted to all in on the laning phase, he could have gone for a tag team build maybe and tried to exploit the zero armor on the tiny.
Looking for the Enchant Totem hit. Now the Rolling Boulder. They're going to try to spin this around, but Oscar, he gets in the way of the Rolling Boulder, so it doesn't connect onto Slotted. Now, with a slow out, a good Fissure, turn it around with the Gale. King RD, he gets denied!
Deny. Oh, man. That was really close,
and now
too.
in the bottom lane, there's a glimpse back onto Kataro. Right back into Plane Train Station. He's going to try to even up the kill board, get a kill onto KJ, but not going to happen. 2-0 Keyed.
Okay. So Keyed off to a pretty good start here, despite giving up the death there. Or sorry, I had that backwards. Yeah, great start for Keyed.
Yeah, and a casual reminder for everybody to click the banner below. Check out the perks that BetBoom are offering. And please remember to gamble responsibly. As the hunt is on, KJ lurking through the trees. Now the Earthshock slow is going to be applied. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Kostabile able to get a kill onto Slotted. KJ still being chased, but he's biding a lot of time. Try to juke through the trees. Now there's going to be the glimpse play. But he's toying with him here. He has no way to get out of dodge.
Yeah, a nice job to waste a lot of time there for KJ. It was a two-man chase throughout the jungle, so Tavo very happy with that, I'm sure. Just able to sit there and deny and last hit everything that he wants.
Mid lane Tiff, just slapping some skills around at each other. But dude, what's happening down here in this bottom lane? The Dawnbreaker is 27-8 compared to the 13-2. So this is literally, it's gone the exact opposite of what we expected. The Shadow Fiend is ahead of the Venomancer in last hits. Meanwhile, the Ursa is behind the Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, I feel like the Veno really, he has gone for that WQ build, but he hasn't been able to get on top of that Shadow Fiend. What? Yeah, just go.
KJ in the area looking to make a rotation. That's a good Fissure. It connects onto 3. Oscar, though, with the Thunder Strike, he's going to be pulled back. He doesn't have the damage to bring down Kostabile. Now the Rolling Boulder, but the Enchant Totem swing is enough to bring down Kostabile. So they will get a kill here as Slotted, he's being kited, surrounded by 2. Now here comes the Snowball rotate from ADR.
Yeah, it's one of those situations that I feel like we've all been in Dota. Like, why is this Earthshaker trying to fight 2 people? And you're like, I guess he's dumb, and we're just gonna go kill him. And then all of a sudden, here comes the cavalry and cleans it up. So nice rotation there from the Tusk to help get his team on the board.
Now 5 and 2 for Vivo.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But the net worth
but with
differential is still favored for the side of Infinity. Or Infamous, I'm sorry.
Infamous, yeah.
It had to happen
That's
at
right.
one point in time during the tour. It
yeah.
had to happen.
Yeah, that was coming. But yeah, I mean, with Tiny having such a net worth lead, he's kind of carrying his team to the net worth lead here, despite being down a couple kills.
And so maybe this was the play, dude, all along. Oh, hold on. That's going to be a Fisher into the... Oh, but we have a TP rotation coming in from the Tusk. If they're able to keep Ghost to Belay alive for long. As no, the Solar Guardian, they're ensuring the life of the Shadow Fiend. They're turning the fight around. It's going to be a 3-for-0 trade. Oh, no, Slatim with the final swing of his Boulder Fist is able to get the kill. He's even going to get the kill on the Courier as well.
Get it out.
Oh, with the Avalanche.
Under attack.
Rolling Boulder forward. Doesn't have the range to connect. He is going to be slowed up. They do know where he is. So that will be the death of Slatims as well.
Guys, I am so strong.
Wow, pretty impressive for them to turn that around like that. So only losing the Shadow Fiend there, he's doing okay. I mean, he's died twice now, but he's doing just fine in net worth. He's pretty much keeping pace with everybody. So I think this Venomancer's. It was interesting in the draft. I don't know what triggered them to pick this Venomancer in the draft. There wasn't anything showing where it was like, ah, yes, clearly this is what this is for. But I'm not sure this is what they had in mind for the laning phase. I wonder if they were hoping for more of a lane win.
Oh,
Mid.
little tiff happening. The Fissure, that's a good one. It blocks 40R in. On the high ground, there's going to be the lift, the drag back into Pain Train Station. That is a secure. King RD is in the area. Oh no, the snowball save kept him alive, but finally he does fall. There's an enchant totem. It connects onto 2. Starbreaker. It does connect by the very last hair. Looking to turn this around. KJ, he does go down, as that was not the Echo. For a second, I thought it was the Echo. As they're looking for more. That is going to be 3 that have fallen. Ghost of Belay, he's rotated over to this engagement as they're looking to bring down King RD by the back of this haste rune, trying to Rolling Boulder away, but immediately going to be tossed up and a triple kill for Slatim.
Yeah, Slatim's kind of getting out of control here, man. That was a
Dude, and all this is space for Kataro.
Yeah, I can't believe nobody died until the very end there for Infamous.
Oh, now to counter
Oh,
go.
Oscar.
We're going in the glimpse back onto Oscar. Oscar looking dead as a doornail here. Unless he's able to juke through the trees. ADR, he's going to cut down. There's going to be a Fisher. Oh, no, he's trapped in with the
Wait.
shards. Oh, no, but the
Wait.
Fisher going for the TP away. What a play. He's going to get out of here scot-free.
Built a little cocoon for him to TP out of between the ice shards of the... Oh, now Slotted in trouble, though.
Oh, yeah. I thought he was going to juke through the trees like a thief in the night, but he did get spotted at the very last moment. So they are able to get that kill as well. But I cannot stress this enough. This is all free space and free time to farm for this Ursa, who's going for
he's
the
just
Battle
hanging out
Fury.
and bopping. Yeah, he's halfway there. He's just hitting creeps. He's got the boots on top of it already. So he's a happy little bear down here. You know, Slatims is just causing problems all over the map right now. Like getting away with murder. He's going into really low, I guess, very dangerous areas and being able to get kills and then get out with them. You know. Oh, speaking of which.
Oh, going in onto ADR. There's the Fisher into that toss. And they have the damage. MJZ is going to be the one who gets the kill bounty. Pings out onto Kataro. Maybe they're looking for a counter play. No, just doing some dewarding.
King RD gonna TP mid. Are they gonna try to get Slatims?
Oh, now
They
here we
are.
go. Oh, but
Wait, what?
the glimpse got canceled. I've never seen that happen. As the avalanche is there to dissuade any further aggression. So that's a Solar Guardian used.
He dodged it with the rune.
Is under attack.
The
Radiant
oh my gosh,
scanning.
the yellow rune. My brain
Yeah,
just
the
turned
illusionary.
off. Yeah,
He-
able to
he
dodge it with the
essentially
illusion
Manta
room.
dodged the glimpse back.
Dyer's
That's
Yes,
incredible.
that's what I was trying to. Yeah, that was really impressive play. And checking the Radiant Triangle, Rada. Holy smokes, that is some serious stacks here.
It's like they know that Othello's almost on his way to Battle Fury.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, and honestly, it might
Getting
be a
very,
little bit
very
difficult for him
close.
to take him.
Is under attack.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I wonder if he
Lincoln
needs the
from
morbid mask.
Slatims, the avalanche, the toss back right to Kataro's tasty pause. But Slatims is dominating. He picks up the kill bounty.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's crazy how much Slatims is going off, and Kataro has free reign over the map.
Top tower
But
is under
Constabile is
attack.
still somehow on top of the net worth, despite dying twice.
Dyer's top tower
Oh, maybe make it 3. There's going to be the toss into the Echo. And death of Costa Bile. Now Tavo, he PB'd in. They're going to make a rotation here. They're trying to get some return kills. They're even going to bring in the Earth Spirit as Slotted, trying to get the TP away. He got away, but the Glimpse brought him right back. He's trying to juke up through the high ground. The Snowball chasing after him. The Rolling Boulder to hold him in place. Celestial Hammer forward. A good Fisher yet again, just buying time. But they will inevitably bring down Slotted.
Yeah, he's been getting away with murder all game, but ended up getting murdered that one. So at times, so maybe a little overconfidence, but they still. Oh no!
Oh, they tried to set up a play, but he miscalculated the Glimpse.
Ooh, that's rough. They did still get that kill on Constabile though, so it might even be worth it, even though the Tiny gave up a big streak there, just to keep that carry in check. That is, I mean, every time he's on the map, he is threatening to get out of control.
under attack.
Yeah, Battle Fury done?
Battle Fury done. Stacks farm. As they're waiting to braille up another
more time.
charge. Slatims is going to come in, try to provide that extra damage. So that Kataro,
Oh.
he's just able to quickly rip through this stack and just watch him catapult up the net worth chart. He is already caught up to the Shadow Feed. He will surpass him here.
Yeah, there it goes. So, really nice job on the side of Infamous. Is looking pretty formidable again, Rada.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I'm
under
saying, don't
attack.
mess with a person's pride, man. If you have them playing for pride, they're gonna bring it on a whole different level than they've ever brought it before.
Yeah, nothing to
As now
lose, man.
Sorcerer-
Radiant's bottom tower
Oh
is
God.
under attack.
Oscar picking up King RD, and now they're gonna put a push in onto the mid tier 1 tower. They have already taken the bottom tier 1 tower.
Radiant's
Oh,
bottom
the
tower
hunt. They have found Earthshaker.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, and now Oscar, he's got maxed out wards. He's got a mech and Earnest Shadows out of nowhere.
Under attack.
And he can set up shop on this mid lane if he chooses to. Have a nice prepared position to fight into. You can see he's already got this little line in the sand drawn over here with these wards. So they can just kind of set up shop here. See if they continue to pressure.
And pressure they are. It's gonna be a 2-man smoke up. The Earthshaker and the Tiny going on a hunting mission. Bleak, Avatos combo, KJ gonna be the one to found. He's looking for the Glimpse play. But with the Fisher from afar, they're able to set it up. And now Oscar maybe looking to get aggressive in the mid lane. That's going to be a snowball forward. The Solar Guardian maybe biting off more than he can chew. He does get off the ultimate first. A stolen Solar Guardian trying to keep Oscar alive into the huge Echo. Oh my goodness, the plays. As now, Oscar, he has fallen. There's going to be the Avatos combo. 2 heroes, 3 heroes, 4 heroes going down.
Man, what a combo, dude. And, you know, and the itemization from the Venomancer paying off huge. He got the mech off, which allowed him to get all of the spells off. Throw in the huge Echo on top of it before the Blink Dagger. And just a really formidable concert of spells there. And that's going to open up Roche for them, man.
Yeah. There it is, as you saw it, the mech play. And then the stolen Solar Guardian. I feel like that's something that we've seen multiple times happen today. Is the stolen Solar Guardian and slotted with these Fishers. They're all just on point. I feel like almost every one of them is a multi-man Fisher.
Yeah, he's been playing really well on this Earthshaker. Him and the Tiny just moving around, making plays. You know, these heroes don't have all that much damage. With, you know, I mean, the Tiny does have a really nice combo, but outside of that, there's not much damage to follow up. But just been hitting their spells really well and kind of catapulting their team to this 3K lead.
Now the supports are going to go on a bit of a mission themselves. Both smoking up are King RD and KJ, looking to get some deep aggressive vision out, find some avenues for safe farm for Costa Bile.
Yeah, they're grouping up around him right now. Maybe trying to do a little bait play, take a fight under this ward here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
A little bit dangerous though. I guess they see slot M, so they're okay for now.
Oh, they're going to see slotted. Now there's going to be a TP rotation coming through. 2 TPs. They're bringing a whole rainbow of TPs in. Slot Zips, he's here. There's going to be the Avalanche. The toss is used. There's going to be the Gale slowing down King RD. As this is the death of the Earthshaker. Now the blink forward. Kitaro, the boy already has a blink. He's going to pick up the kill. Gets sent back up to the top lane. And I think he's A-okay with this.
That's perfect, yeah. Oh, Fordor in trouble.
Oh, Sedan, you better get out of here.
No, okay. Carries player sees creeps, can't resist, turns around. Would have been a tough kill to get it anyway, so hard to blame him.
And now you can see with the smoke, they're looking to put pressure onto this top tier 2 tower. We'll see if there's any sort of response available from the side of Keed, but there is great vision in the area, so Infamous feel very comfortable taking a fight here.
Yeah, I mean, the wards, both the obs and the plague wards make this basically their territory. I'm not sure that the Keed can fight into this at all with the prepared positions. They really need to stay mobile on the map, and you know, for as much as our panel didn't like this Venomancer, it seems like it's working out pretty well.
Oh, down in the bottom lane, maybe finding Costa Bile. There's a TP in from the... Oh, they're TPing into the outpost as well. There's going to be the Solar Guardian coming in. Tabo's going to be in here, but he got the ultimate off, did Oscar. As, okay, so 2 now have fallen. Slots in, being aggressive on. He has to back up, out of the way. But they have the dot damage. They're able to bring down Costa Bile. Meanwhile, Kitaro is finding kills elsewhere on the map. Now he's come to the engagement, blinking in. The Avalanche onto King RD, just ripping, mauling him to shreds. As for 4DR, he is going to be able to get the TP away. So too will Tavo. So it's a 3-for-2 trade. But no good deed goes unpunished, Crucial?
Yeah, indeed. You know, and that's kind of the life of the Venomancer, you know. You're probably going to die in these fights, but if you get a big ult off, it just makes the enemy... It makes it really hard for the enemy to continue the fight. You know, they kind of have to back out, or at least the fight is on a timer, right? Because you're going to lose so much HP to that ult.
Kitaro on the hunt. Earthshock forward. He has the Fury swipes. 4DR has to use the Walrus Punch, trying to run away. Now maybe thinking about a reinitiation. He does have friends in the area.
Yeah. Do see Tavo has the Greaves done here. 4DR going straight for the BKB after the Falcon Blade. Kind of an interesting build on the Tusk.
Oh, plays onto Slots him. Snowball forward. That is going to be the ultimate, the Requiem from Costa Bile from afar. I don't think it connected onto anybody. Popping the BKBs, running in 4DR. He is going to go down first. Kitaro, he's coming forward. He does still have the Aegis of the Immortal, friends. Don't forget it. Who have we found out? That's going to be KJ, the next to fall. Rolling Boulder trying to get away. Oh, God, the blink, the echo. It's onto 2. Slot in was onto it, and he found some prey. Costa Bile falls. Next to fall should be Tabo. He's trying to do Celestial Hammer getaways, but... Oh, no, he does not get away. But for a second, I believed in the dream. Beautiful,
what an
beautiful
echo,
team
man.
fight.
Yeah, and Slotin is just out of control in this game, man. He's had such a huge impact. Just a perfect echo there to
Run
catch
back
2.
this fight. Maybe it caught onto Slatims, did that Requiem, but from afar they didn't quite have the position pegged out. And from there, it's just a full-on chase. Kitaro just cleaning up, and then there's the huge echo on the backlines. From the fog comes Slotin, and all of his friends come to play right behind him.
Yeah, and I mean, this Disruptor hero, as good as KJ is on it, it doesn't work well in reverse. You know, you need to have a team that's going forward, and they don't have a ton of that on their team. You know, there's not a lot of heroes that you feel like you got to run away from scared, especially when you got some big tanky boy. You got a big bear running at you. You got Tiny running at you. You know, these heroes, it's hard to make them play in reverse. So KJ's really got his work cut out for him here.
Yeah, it's gonna take some fancy finger work to get them out of dodge here. 6K is the net worth lead, but I mean, we showed you the Ice Frog Index not too long ago. 80-20 is the current win probability in favor of Infamous, who's looking to pull off
Wow.
their first, not only their first victory of the season, but this would be a sweep at that. As is that a courier bugged out at the top of the?
Tower has fallen.
What a weird feed.
Good job
Yeah,
for
it's
the
on my
ops.
game
Catch
too.
that.
Yeah,
well
it's on
done.
my game too. I can see it. Oh no, talking about seeing
I
it. We
break
have
out?
gone in onto the Ursa. The Ursa. They
Oh.
timed out the Aegis. As that is the death of Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Radiant's top
Okay,
tower is under attack.
that could be the start of something there, Rada. That's what it looks like, man. These are the catches they need to make to get back into this game. So, I mean, he's fairly significantly ahead in this game, and that's a pretty big money pinata for them to pop. Yeah, wow, that was at least $1,000. Oh, yeah.
Nope. Yep. But we do have the Blink Dagger available on this Earthshaker now, who has been
Well,
so
they're thinking
dang
about it.
effective. And you can see the pings. They know where Costa Bile is. Slot to Im's coming in with the invisibility rune. Now there's going to be the toss, the avalanche
Oh!
onto 2, setting up the play for the Echo. Just styling on him.
That was so sick. I was so curious. I was like, why did he toss first? Yeah, that was a perfect play from Slatims. Really well done. These two, man. The S players on the team are making some S tier plays. The Tiny and the Earthshaker just out of control right now.
Yep, there's the toss. Dude, I was so like I was honestly kind of confused as to why they were even going on onto King RD in the first place. Like I was like, just pop the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna pop them both.
Yeah, yeah, because I was like, well, maybe he doesn't have he's worried about the BKB going off. They don't have anything that goes for BKB. He's like, no, just wait, just watch, you'll see.
And it just made it all the sweeter because that smoke was into Radiant Vision, so they felt so entirely comfortable where they were. I'm sorry, that was into Dire Vision. So Costa Bile felt comfortable, he felt secured. And then next thing he knows, he just has 2 heroes right on top
boy.
of his head. And now there's going to be a 3-man smoke play. Looking like this could be a bit of a fight. They know there's no echo. The smoke is going to be popped and slotted with the quick fingers, able to blink himself to
Yeah, what a
safety.
reaction! Super quick there. Yeah, and Infamous are just in a good position here. They have this high ground secured. They don't really have vision up here. I don't see it anywhere other than the Veno. And again, it's the same thing, man. This is a prepared position now, and you just can't fight into this.
They have
Oscar getting
carved
the
out their
magical boost
trench.
here. Caster Curse working overtime today, brother.
Huh? It
team
never has a
without
day
the
off, does the
magical.
caster curse.
That's right.
You know, to be fair, Magic has been a constant Veno hater. We've seen the Veno a couple of times throughout the DPC. Never in the core role. It's always been a support Veno. I think 5 Veno. And I think it's like 0-2. So
okay.
there's reasons for it, and at least she's staying consistent to
Gotcha.
her opinion. She doesn't like spiders. She doesn't
That's
like Venomancers. She keeps it consistent. Shout out Magic. But yeah, man, this game, the Venomancer, but then again, how much of this has been the Venomancer versus how much of this has just been slotted playing out of control on this Earth Spear or on the Earthshaker?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of slotted and slotted and Slatims. Oh man, it's so hard to keep those guys straight in my head. I have to click on them every time to figure out which one is which. But yeah, those two have just been balling out of control. I just, it is that zoning, area control is what the Veno is bringing. It's the playmaking coming from those two that we just mentioned.
5-man
Ooh, it's
smoke, a
4
great
DR.
position to pop it. Snowball forward. They're going in onto the Rubik. Oh, but that's going to be the ultimate from Oscar. Connected onto 3. BKB now going to come out from both Tavo and from Costa Bile. I'm sorry, just Costa Bile. ADR. He's being aggressive on Kataro. He doesn't care about that BKB, son. He just wants to swipe into you. As now into the Snowball to delay the inevitable. There's going to blink forward into the kinetic field. Not a concern in the world for Kataro. He has a BKB, son. He's chasing after you. KJ, he's going to be slowed up, going for the glimpse play, but that's just going to put Kataro closer to the Roshan.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, man, and this is really unraveling here. Another game where it's like last game where we're like, when was the last thing that went well for Key? It's been so long since a fight went their way or an objective or anything like that. No split push plays, no kickoffs, no nothing. It's just been all Infamous for the past 10 minutes or so, Rada.
Oh man, and that's Roshan number 2 going the way of the Ursa Bear. He oh so loves this timing, and he's also casually 5,000 gold out ahead of anybody else in the lobby.
Yeah, he's feeling real good right now, and this is where Ursa gets so annoying to play against with that mini ult going off all the time during the fights. It makes you really hesitate on your spells. You got to really click on him to see if it was his real ult or the mini ult, and it's just such a pain to play against. So Heat is going to have to really be locked in to try to come back in this game.
Dire's are fortified. Dire's top
The
tower is under
So
double
let's talk
sentry
about some
up
of
on the
those
hill here.
plays. What are some of those plays that could be made from Vivo Key? Are we just looking to try to create more power play type opportunities? There's no global presence in this game outside of the Dawnbreaker.
No.
Dire's middle tower is under
And
attack.
it's tough. I mean, you have to find a way to be the aggressor, which is really difficult in this situation. It's just if you're going backwards, you're gonna lose. And if Tiny gets on top of somebody, he's gonna blow him up. You can't give Slot in an opportunity. So yeah, it's really difficult for him, man. Maybe they just have to try to win a fight on the high ground here, because I'm not sure how they generate opportunities with this draft. Or maybe some sort of bait
maybe
play where
drafted.
they get. Cool.
Oh, there's a bait
Oh,
though.
that's not gonna help.
There's the clip. Yalta Tabo drug back. Does he have a Yules? That was a defensive Yules use as Tabo. He's trying to make the great escape. That is going to be a kinetic field use, but BKB immediately from Slot Tims, and he's chasing still. That's going to be the avalanche, the toss, the death of KJ. The Solar Guardian comes too late from Tabo, and that's just yet another resource they won't have to be able to expend during this fight. The Yule setup into the Walrus Punch, the Snowball, but Kataro, he's just so dang easy, and another two-man Echo, and it's onto the 1 and the 2 position, just ripping through him. No buybacks available. King RD, the
There it
next to
is.
fall, and GG has been called. Infamous take it 2-0.
Man, and congrats to Infamous for finally getting a win under their belt, man. Right at the end of the season, I'm sure that's gonna be a huge morale boost for these guys. And they just look so dominant in these 2 games, Rada. They ran them over.
Dude, I'm kind of speechless. Now that we're outside of the cast and I'm just looking at the day's work from Infamous, they just look like a completely different team from what we've seen the entirety of the DPC. And it's just, yeah, like, what a wonderful day for Infamous Gaming, for any Infamous fans, for any Infamous bettors who took them on the amazing odds that I'm sure that they had coming into this. Hopefully you can go buy a new Bugatti or something like that, because yeah, dude, I am just blown away, dude. Like, Slotted played outside of his freaking brain the entire time. I don't know the last time that I saw an Earthshaker have this much of an impact in the game of Dota 2 in a very, very long time.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. The $1 million Echo Slam or whatever it was, that's yeah, maybe that far back, but yeah, they just got on the front foot in both games and just never let up, man. They looked really impressive. Maybe I could take some credit. This is my first time casting them, and they had a solid 2-0, so maybe I'm their good luck charm. But yeah, it just looked great for them, and I can't believe this is a team that hasn't won any series in this tournament so far.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like with the information that I gave you last night in the prep for today, I feel like if we came in and just watched this series and I didn't give you team names, you would honestly kind of think the Vivo Keyd were the ones that had yet to win a series, just with how much commanding and control that Infamous had over these two games. And I mean, really, they picked their shots beautifully, I think, is what it all boils down to. They just knew their power timings. As soon as they hit their power timings, they just like ran at Vivo, and Vivo just simply didn't have an answer. And I mean, as you said, their lineup, it doesn't do well when you're playing from behind. They're not Chuck Liddell. They don't have knockout power from the back foot. Like, they need to be punching. They need to be coming forward at their enemies, and they just simply weren't able to do that. And I mean, maybe that's where Oscar on the Venomancer comes into play. Maybe with the wards and the way that he was able to lock down positions just made it so dang awkward for Vivo to actually take a fight.
Yeah, I definitely got worried for Infamous when the top lane didn't go all that well for them. You know, I thought maybe that's why they picked the Venos. They thought they could ruin the lane for the Shadow Fiend, and the Shadow Fiend just stayed on top of the net worth regardless. But yeah, I mean, once they, like I said, you know, what sticks out to me from these two games is I said the same thing in both games, that nothing has gone well for Keyd in so long. Like, it was just once they got on the front foot, it just like they couldn't find a win anywhere, man. Like, just no objectives, no fight wins. It was just complete dominance, you know. And that's a sign of a good team, you know. That's how good teams win.
Yeah.
They get that little advantage and they just don't let up.
No, I mean, and I feel like over the course of maybe 10 minutes or so, right, we went from a even net worth differential to a 1K net worth differential to a 9K net worth differential. Then suddenly we're at like a 20-something K net worth differential. And I mean, they just never, like you said, they just never ever took their foot off of the accelerator. As soon as they felt like they were in control and that they were comfortable in the game. And I mean, shout out to the supports for getting those stacks for Kitaro, because that super accelerated the Ursa. It put him up above the Costa Bile Shadow Fiend. And I mean, yeah, that's just really amazing gameplay from Infamous. Shout out to the boys for getting a W. I'm so happy right now. I cannot explain it. But with that, that's we're gonna go ahead and call it to a quick break before we go to the panel, and Magic has to eat crow and explain why the Venomancer worked.